everyone, it's June here, and wherever you are around the world, I hope you're having a fabulous day. With all the political drama and shenanigans happening around the region, what, you're packing your bags? You're leaving? Where are you gonna go? I think it's kind of apt that in this episode we will be looking at Welcome Home, Lessons in Saying Goodbye by Julia Yeow. Full disclosure, Julia is my friend, I do know her, and I bought this book myself. I paid for it at the launch. Okay, with all that being made transparent, let's get rolling. Been a pretty busy start to the year, you guys. I had so much happening in my personal and professional life. It's all good. Thank you so much, you guys, for all your love and support. I'm so grateful, you guys. So grateful, y'all. And just want to thank you guys who have been a subscriber from the very beginning. And I also want to thank all the new subscribers as well, guys. You know, for a little channel like mine, every little bit of support and subscription that comes my way, it really helps. Now, during the Lunar New Year period, I went back to Kuala Lumpur for two bookish events, the first of which I will be featuring in today's episode, and that is the launch of Welcome Home, Lessons in Saying Goodbye by Julia Yeow at Gerak Budaya in Petaling Jaya.
The sense of isolation can be. It left some with a greater resolve to push forwards, but caused others to fall into despair and doubt if they had made the right move. Like me.
Migration is a sensitive topic, especially for over 1 million Malaysians who choose to venture abroad. The act of leaving their own lives behind is fraught with challenges ranging from loneliness to the elusive search for a better quality of life. But at the heart of their actions is the fact that their lives and identities are never going to be the same. Now, I'm going to save my thoughts and comments about this towards the end of the video. Now, Julia's background is in journalism, and I know her to be someone who's very, very proud of her Malaysian roots. Now, this book is her journey from making that decision, planning, and finally leaving Malaysia to set up a whole new life in Australia. Along the way, we also meet other Malaysians as well who have made the similar choice to set up home abroad. There are many reasons why people choose to leave. Most will just tell you they want a better quality of life. We can understand that, for their children, or because of love and or marriage. I appreciate that she did not sugarcoat some of the experiences, the adjustments that people have to make, as well as the resetting of expectations of life in a new country. Now, I think we all, what's with this emo hair? I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, no more emo hair. Okay, I think this is something that happens to immigrants everywhere, is that unless you are a, astrophysicist, a neurosurgeon, even then, right? When you move to another country, sometimes you're not going to be in as well placed as you were in your own country. But having said that, there must have been very, very strong and compelling reasons, for that decision to move and, set up home somewhere else. From reading this book, it will have you re-looking at your family ties, the meaning of patriotism, what makes us who we are, and how important our roots are to us. And there was a mention about this in the book, and it got me thinking as well, because I've seen this happening. It's how some people are so quick to embrace the Western culture and lifestyle. It's as if they can't wait to shed their Asian skin. I'm sorry if that didn't come out too nicely, but that's what I'm thinking. And I'm glad that she mentioned a little bit about that in the book, and it really got me thinking, and how much I'm learning to actually appreciate my roots and my background even more. I think it's a shame that some people are so quick to deny their roots, but again, it's an individual choice. Don't come for me, it's just my opinion, and you are free to disagree with me. Now, understand that people weigh and value each of these things differently. Your family ties, your how patriotic you are, and your roots and your identity and all that. It matters a lot to some people, but maybe not so much to others. So when I was reading this book, and a lot of all these things came up, and these were also very much topics that I have discussed with my family as well. So I can relate, which is great. I guess the answer is really up to the individual, although I do simply wish for everyone to live their best life wherever they may choose to settle down, simply because the alternative just won't do. To some, this book may present a very gloomy outlook, and that all is bleak for those who have decided to stay, and or for those who are staying, especially with the current climate around the region. But I do want to remind you guys that the central theme of this book is about migrating. So the stories and the people being featured it's mainly focused around that. But I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I do appreciate that Julia did not sugarcoat things. It does give you an insight into the struggles that people do go through when they settle in a new place, in a new country. Although they may not be so open to telling you about it. But leaving to set up home abroad is a major decision, if you are even in position to make that decision. Being able to have that option, that freedom of choice, honestly, that is a privilege. So I think, whether you stay or whether you decide to go, I think you should just make the most out of it, because if you're already being able to watch this video, I gather you're in a pretty safe and good place, so that's already something to be grateful for. But go find your happiness wherever it takes you and wherever it keeps you. Now, going back to the start of the video, when I read this line, but at the heart of their actions is the fact that their lives and identities are never going to be the same. I totally agree, but then again, guys, remember, this also applies to everyone, whether you stay or you go. You will go through changes in life, make major decisions. Your identity and your life should change, because that is a sign of growth. What I would like for you guys is to take everything in the positive way, make the most out of the opportunities that you've been given. I hope you guys are all proud of your roots and be proud of wherever it is that you come from. And if the path of life takes you to somewhere new, I say go ahead and embrace it. Give back to the people around you wherever you may be living, because I think the world could do with a whole lot more love. Encourage you to read this book whether you intend to stay or you intend to venture and find a new life abroad. I'd really like to hear your opinions. It does help you, and it will get you to do a little bit of soul searching, which is good for everyone. Okay, now you can get this book at Gerak Budaya, or I believe you can order it online. I'll put the link in the description box below. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up and drop us a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until I see you again, remember to be kind and be brave. Noble. Bye!